every man wants to get out of the game, which I put a question mark on that because I have no clue what that means. Uh,
Okay.
cheating,
Okay.
of course, I know what
Uh-huh.
that is.
Oh.
Um, oh, this is something that you posted on Instagram, which was pretty freaking hilarious. That I found that was funny, which was if he has an Android, I'm irritated or something like that.
Sounds about right. That sounds
Yeah,
like me.
yeah, and then also dating down as well.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
those are the subjects that we'll touch on for today.
Ooh, I think some good. I think you got some good stuff on there. You got picked up some of my heavy hitters, huh?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Mind Buzz
Yeah, but we'll be doing
Podcast.
in the show. But normally my show is just. And did you have any chance to invite because I actually recommend guests that you don't listen to. I want to capture your surprise
You know, you know what, Kendra? Just like when I have some of my podcasts, I don't really do a rundown of the questions. Just
Yeah,
they can come off authentic from my thoughts being asked them. That's how I
yeah,
get down.
yeah. I do the same thing. Like at first, I had this whole setup. Like I had like a PDF document that I created. I emailed them with the questions and stuff, and then I don't know. Like I think I did that for like 2 episodes, and after I was like, this is kind of whack. I don't know. I mean, it works for other people. Like it works for other podcasts, but as far as what I do on mine, nah. But how you doing, Kendra?
I am doing well, but I worked on I actually working on finishing up my season 1, so I worked on planning those episodes today.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
So a lot
that's
of
exciting.
exciting. You don't sound excited.
Well, it's because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. But I did something that I noticed a lot of podcasters don't do, which is I pre-recorded my entire season in the month of January. So
Oh.
all I do is edit every week and drop them on Fridays.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Right now I'm pretty ahead also. Like I have like stages. I have like perspective stages.
Mm.
Like getting to know, I guess, the person. Kind of like what the back and forth that we did, which was um really not much. I wish I could have connected with you a little bit more throughout, but I mean that's all part of it. Like I want to capture the full reaction like right
Yeah.
now, like what we're doing right now.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So I got a question for you if you don't mind
yeah.
before we get started.
No,
Or,
go ahead. Yeah.
um uh does my podcast persona come off the same so far since we started a few minutes ago? Do I seem like that same person?
It's kind of hard to tell because like you said with all those bullet points that I brought up,
Mhm. Mhm.
not yet.
Okay. Okay. So I'll ask you
Yeah.
again after.
What was that?
I said I'll ask you again after.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, of course, I know it's going to come up when I ask you about your questions, but tell us a
Okay.
little bit about your podcast and how you actually got into podcasting and video and vlogging and all that good stuff.
Okay. So I initially I started that page
Mm.
as like a lifestyle slash vlog slash personal page,
Yeah.
because I didn't have a personal Instagram for like 4 years, and so I had returned. I started a weight loss business, and I used I used Instagram for that, but I wanted to get away from that because that's work. So I started that page, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hop on here, talk or whatever. And then I started getting a couple podcasters reach out to me and say, hey, would you like to be on my podcast? Wait a minute, let me backslide a little bit. So what I would do is I would hop in my stories and I would just talk. Like I would just tell like whatever was on my mind, a story time, something that happened, I would tell a story. So that's I think that's what initiated podcasters to start reaching out like, hey, can you be on my pod? And I was like, yeah, sure. So like after a couple pods, I was like, after a couple of podcasts, they the podcast people that I worked with, it was like, hey, you need to do your own podcast. You should do your own podcast. And I'm like, no, I'm not a podcaster. And they like, no, you are. Like, so I'm like, after I did it, I was like, you know what? I like this. This is cool. Like, I just get to just talk and just, I don't have to have any restrictions because this isn't like a work side component. This is like, I'm just free to just be me here. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like that. And so I just, pulled the trigger and was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So that's where my podcast came from. And the name, it sounds like a podcast name, but it wasn't supposed to be that way because when my daughter actually came up with that name because I was thinking of something clever. I'm like, well, what do I like? And then my daughter was like, how about Coffee with Kendra? And I was like, you know what? That's perfect. And so when I started a podcast, I think that just worked. And I just ran with that.
The name fits. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Coffee with Kendra.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then plus, it gives that like storytelling vibe because
right.
what do you do when you're drinking coffee? You're talking, right? I mean, at least most people. That's how I like to enjoy coffee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you having a cup of coffee with a friend, or you guys meet for coffee and have a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right vibes.
Yeah, that's the model that I follow with, at least with this show, is it's a conversation, pretty much. It's a conversation with real people doing cool stuff, and you're on that list of people doing cool stuff. Coffee with Kendra podcast.
I'm flattered.
Excited. I am excited to be here.
Me too.
Always.
Finally.
Always. So you said that you started recording all your stuff in January. Like how did you manage that? Like what were they all solo stuff that you did? Or was it with guests?
Yeah, so they actually weren't. Like, I guess when I started, I didn't really have a clear vision of what I wanted to do. So when I started, I started coming up with like ideals of how I wanted the conversations to go. And then I was like, you know what? First thing I want to do is definitely have some of the people that had me on their platforms. I want to bring them on mine first. And then I don't know if this is the best move, but I kind of was just like, hey guys, who wants to be on my podcast?
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
And I got a lot more than I was expecting to get. So I was like, you know what? And I like all these people, so I'm just gonna let everybody on my podcast that I liked. And so majority of my podcast of season 1 is more guests than anything else. And there's a few solos, but I like to think of my podcast as like I don't want to say late night, but like more of a talk show type of vibe. So like, I don't know if you got a chance to listen, but I'm more of a like, how could I describe it? I'm more of a talk show host when I have guests than I am a podcaster. At least I look at it that way. So when I started doing the podcast, that's the ideal that I had. Like, I'll bring people on, I'll talk about some things and share my views on it, and then get their opinions.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that model works great. I mean, it's working for you, right?
Yeah, I think it really flowed with the Coffee with Kendra vibe. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like when I bring people on, that what are they doing? They having coffee with Kendra.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's freaking cool. So, we mentioned every man. Well, you mentioned on I don't know, was this like a short show, or was it like a clip of every man wants to get out of the game? What was that? Like, I can you when read that on your thing, I was like, okay, what does this mean? I don't get this.
I
I
got
need to
you.
ask her about this. What game?
So
What game are we playing? Is it a man game? Is it a female game? What is it?
you know what? It's not restricted to a gender. They both
Oh, okay.
genders are doing this. So
Okay.
so what that is, that's actually a clip of an episode.
Mhm.
Um and the full title is Cheating. Every
Mhm.
man wants to get out the game. So
Oh,
the
okay.
Every Man Wants to Get Out the Game
I must admit,
is
just for audiences, I didn't try to cut out,
that's
it being a
no,
man, so I didn't do that. So
that's no, that's
excuse me.
okay. So Every Man Wants to Get Out the Game is pretty much every man doesn't want to like be a player and going through a rotation of women. They want to eventually settle down at some point in life, and obviously that's going to vary per man to man or woman to woman, but that's what out the game means, is that
Yeah.
single life, or that player
Oh,
life for
okay.
some.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that the game was a blanketed term for a relationship, so I got that wrong. So I'm glad I asked.
No, that was a good that you asked.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that you go more in depth in your episode, right?
Definitely. That was a great episode. The gentleman that I had on the episode, he was very transparent with me
Mhm.
about the story that he shared, and just really upfront and honest about the way that, kind of like just from a man's perspective, why they do the things that they do, and how they initially they don't even want to do that. They want
Mhm.
to be better.
It gets tiring as you
I
get
mean,
older. When
I
you get
could
older, you're just
imagine.
like you get tired of running around and
I
telling
could
different
imagine.
stories and stuff.
Oh yeah, I could imagine. I've never lived that type of life, so
Yeah.
I would imagine that's rough.
Neither have I. I have some friends, they tell me, so
Mhm.
I haven't learned from experience, but
Mm.
just different stories. That's
Mhm.
um that's cool. So you're from LA, right?
I am.
Is that
Yes,
okay
I
to say?
am. Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course. I think that's also the vibe people get from me too. When they
Yeah.
find out, they like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can
Yeah.
see it."
Yeah. I've had a few podcasters on the show, and they tell me, they're like, "Dude, you're just like you seem pretty chill." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from SoCal, dude. I grew up in
Mhm.
Whittier. I'm
Mm.
chill. We're all chill around
Okay.
here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. I love LA. How far are you from downtown?
Maybe like 45 minutes with
Yeah.
minimum
Oh,
traffic.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, same here. What about Long Beach? I love Long Beach. I go to Long Beach like every week.
Hmm. Um.
Yeah. That's where I hang out.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
about 15 minutes away from Long Beach.
Yeah.
I don't never go there though.
You don't fuck with Long Beach?
Nah, I don't. There's nothing for me there.
What about the beach? You don't go to the beach?
I mean, I like our beach. Look, I'm gonna let you in on
Yeah.
a secret, which is
Oh, okay.
it's really not a secret if you listen to Coffee with Kendra, you know this. But I
Uh-huh.
don't like to drive, so
Oh, okay.
I definitely don't like to drive on the freeway, so that'll keep me away from
Mm,
a lot of places.
okay. That makes sense.
So I'm like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes on the street to like Redondo, El Segundo.
Oh,
So
okay.
those are my beaches.
Way over
Hmm.
there. Yeah, I can relate with that. I dislike driving also.
The
I
traffic.
yeah, it's the traffic and the parking. I think
The
those
people
are
that
the
can't
two things.
drive. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
most people can't drive here.
Most people. Yeah, they're either really angry or pedestrians. They have this thing where they just walk in front of a moving vehicle.
Without looking, right?
Yeah, yeah, I can't stand that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
it's like
Just on their phone, just walking.
I want to hit them so bad. I really do. I did. Yeah, but
I don't blame you.
yeah. No, I try not to. I'm a very nice person, but no, I can't even honk at them also because the first and only time that I used my the what is it called, the honker, I don't even know what is it called.
Your horn.
Yeah, the horn. I used it once and that was it. Like it went out. I need to get it fixed, but it like
Oh
went
wow.
out. And ever since then, I want to use it so bad, but it doesn't work. I'm
You
still
listen. You need one, okay? In
yeah
LA, you need one, okay? They
yeah
we You see these people don't know how to drive.
no
That a horn might save your life one day. Trust me.
yeah. Well, have you met anybody from like New York or anybody out there? They say that LA traffic is nothing compared to how it is over there.
Wow, New York.
Hmm.
Mm, I don't think so.
No.
Not in person anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I had this coworker and I used to talk about traffic to him all the time and he was like, "Well, when you go to New York, it's totally different. You have it easy out here in LA." And I'm like, "Yeah, but why are you here? Like I don't get it."
You know
Stop
why
talking.
he here?
Yeah, stop talking about New York, dude. You're let's talk about LA.
Okay.
I'm talking about the traffic here, bro. You
He
know?
here, yeah. He's willing to deal with that because we have the best weather. So he gonna deal, with the traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this week has been it's been horrific. It's been really cold and cloudy. What do you think?
I
How do you
know,
like
yeah.
it?
I don't like that. If it's gonna be
No.
cold and cloudy, then give me some rain. It should not be ugly outside for no reason. Give me some rain to go with it.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
any of
that's
the sprinkle
irritating.
bullshit. Yeah, give
Yeah,
me the
no,
full on
don't play
rain.
with me. Don't tease me with the rain. Don't tease me.
You said that you had you did like fitness stuff and you had like health and fitness kind of business. What are you doing now to well, especially like with COVID? Of course a lot of gyms and stuff they're opening up, but
Hmm.
what did you do during the actual lockdown that happened last year?
Man, first of all, let me just let Planet Fitness know that I forgot I need to call them today
Uh
because they decided to charge me and they just I guess they decided when they opened
yeah,
back up they was going to charge everybody. One, I
yeah,
didn't know they was open again. Second, they
they
just
did
charged
that.
me today. So yeah, Planet Fitness, you guys should be expecting a call very soon. Just had to put that out
Call
there.
them.
Uh,
Yeah. As soon as mine opened, I got an email and then I got a text message.
I didn't get it
And
either.
5 minutes later, I got charged for yeah, I was like it was just they like hit me like it
That's
was
what
like
we
a
doing.
gang. It was like a gang hit. It was just like text me. I was like, "What? Oh shit. Okay." Then I got an email. Oh fuck. All right. And then boom, they text me. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't get any of that. So, yeah, we're going to have a word.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, you know what? It's I think the gyms shutting down first, it was depressing because that was my outlet. Like that was my mental outlet.
Yeah.
That was my place away from my kids. That was, that was my place. Like that was the one thing that I had to myself. So
Yeah.
I was a little depressed to be honest. Like the first couple of months I was like, no, what are you doing to me? Like I can't live without you, type of deal. But then I was like, okay, well, we still gotta keep this body together, girl. So then I was like, okay, let's utilize. I actually always had a small weight set at home. So I started doing it. Actually what it did was it caused me to be more active than I was when the gym was open. So I would
Oh, that's good.
go 3 to 5 days a week. I would get up and go for a 1 to 3 mile walk in the mornings. In the afternoon, I was at my weights doing a little weight training before about 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on how I'm feeling. Before I went to bed, I have a stationary bike. I would get on that stationary bike 15 to 45 minutes a night, like 5 days a week. I was on it because in my head, and for the people out there that are like gym goers, like daily gym goers, in my head I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my results. You're not gonna lose your results that fast, but like when you're like addicted to that process, that's what I'm thinking. I gotta stay on top of the game.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much getting activity in about 3 times a week for about 5 days a week, on and off.
Wow.
So it really it caused me to do more exercise and get into better shape, honestly. Like during COVID, I
Wow.
got into like the best shape that I had ever been in. Like even after having two
Nice.
kids, like I
Yeah.
got into that was my best shape when they closed the gyms, when I got serious about like creating a new routine
Yeah.
without the gym.
That's kind of interesting. The gym closes, but you get a better workout while you're doing
Yeah.
it at home.
Yeah, because mentally, I'm like, I can't compensate for the heavy weights that they have at the gym, so I have to do something. And
Yeah.
it ended up being better.
Yeah, that's how I'm at now. Like the gym's opened, and like before it's kind of ironic because when I signed up for the gym in last March, like a month later shut down. So that was kind of messed up. And then like
Hmm.
throughout the whole pandemic, I didn't do nothing. Like I tried a vegetarian diet for like a week or something, and then that didn't
Hmm.
work.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I just got really unmotivated, I think it
Yeah.
was. And
Yeah.
I was barely getting the I guess the a routine going to the gym, and then nothing. But
Oh
that's all in the
yeah.
past. But now like I'm addicted to it. Like every morning
Okay.
when I wake up, I'm just like, no, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta
Mm.
go. That's how I
Yeah.
feel. It's great.
It
Yeah, I
does
feel
something for
wonderful.
you. I think when you go in the morning, like when you go in the morning, do you feel like you ready for the day? Like,
Yeah,
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 it does that.
yeah. I do it well when I go right when I wake up. So depending on what time I wake up, like I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
Usually it's like really really early in the morning, like maybe about like 4 or 5. I did that a couple
Oh,
times in the
okay,
morning.
player.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I
yeah.
see you out here.
But usually I like going at noon, like from like 10:30 to like 11:30. I'll do like an hour jog, and then uh weight lifts
it's
or
it's
lift weights.
it,
Yeah.
it's so good for you. Exercise in whatever form you choose to do is so good, not only for your body but for your mind. Like that
Yeah.
is oh my god, it's such a great mental stress reliever.
You know what I experienced a few days ago?
What?
A runner's high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many miles did you do?
Yeah. But before I was able to finish, the gym attendant came over and said, "Sir, there's no smoking in here." So I put my stuff out, and then I kept on running.
Okay, you was on a different runner's high.
No,
Okay.
but I really did. I really did. I did, and it was freaking amazing. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
like the combination of listening to like my favorite music and then plus jogging, and yeah, it was wonderful. It was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like I'm a fiend. I fiend for that now when I'm
Mm.
running. But I
Well,
usually do like 3 miles to answer your question.
I mean that's good. That's a
Yeah.
good
Starting out from not doing anything, I think
yes.
it's what I've been going to the gym for, and these are real. These are real things. Like I've been going to the gym for about 3 weeks straight now,
Okay. All right.
and yeah, and that's from zero activity, not doing
Yeah.
much, just by
Yeah.
sitting on the computer and podcasting and making
Yeah.
rooms and
Have
stuff.
you noticed have you have you noticed your stamina picking up as the time goes on from when you
Yeah.
first started and where you are now?
Yeah. That's what that's what I track. Like I have like an iWatch and stuff, and I track all like my heart rate and stuff. And then,
Yes.
what I've been tracking is like those runner that phenomena of like runner's high. I look
Uh-huh.
at my watch and I see like where am I peaking at? Like, is it my heart rate? Like what's happening? You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
what's
Yeah.
happening to my body
Oh yeah,
and my
those things
mind
are
when that is
amazing.
happening.
Yeah, definitely. Well, kudos to you. I'm proud of you. If nobody else told you, I'm proud of
Yeah,
you
it's cool.
for getting up and doing that for 3 weeks
Thanks.
straight. So
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. I can't. And then plus I'm on a plant-based diet at the moment, so that always helps too.
it does. It
Yeah,
does. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. All right then with your bad self, okay?
yeah, yeah. Well, I've been like off and on vegetarian and vegan for a couple of years, so
Okay.
it's nothing new to me. I can't and dairy is. I tried to have like a bean and cheese burrito the other day, and no, like it didn't work with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. You have to switch over to that vegan cheese.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, I don't know. You like vegan cheese?
Listen, I'll send you a link to the best one so far. I'm also dairy free and plant based. So,
Oh, you are?
yes.
Oh, cool.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So there's this one that I actually use to make my like vegan vegetarian pizzas. I usually make them in the air fryer. But
Oh,
yeah, I'll
cool.
send you the link. This is like one of the best cheese alternatives I've ever had, and I've tried a bunch.
Do you have the name?
I can't think of the name.
No.
No. That's why I said I'll send you the link. I can't think of the name. I usually get it from Whole Foods.
Vegan cheese. No, I want to look this up. Damn. Vegan cheese.
Whole Foods.
Yeah, plant-based. It's not Daya, is it? Or is it Follow Your Heart?
No, I've heard Daya is good, but I haven't tried it yet, so I won't recommend that to you.
Daya is okay. I think, well, it depends on what you're putting it on. That it like, okay, so diet is good like if you're gonna have like lots of like I use diet when I make like quesadillas with like the vegan chicken on there. It works best when you have a lot of flavor added to it, because it kind of like it 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 washes out the kind of weird taste that you get from vegan cheese. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
People know what I'm talking about. But Follow Your Heart, that one is really good like by itself. But yeah, you have to send me the link of which one.
I
Yeah.
will. I will
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. But what I like doing, I like making my own cheese, my own nacho cheese that I make out of what is it? Potatoes, carrots, and what's that stuff called? And
Nutritional yeast.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, B12.
Good stuff.
So how did you feel like podcasting and in your lifestyle? How did you mangle that and mesh it together? Like, of course, because you said that you're like health and fitness, working on that, right? I'm surprised that you didn't gravitate towards that during you working on your podcast.
Yeah. I didn't because this is for me that's work, and this is where I can step away from work and have fun.
Okay.
So if
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so like I definitely didn't want to get into that. And then
Oh, okay.
also for me, that's boring. I don't want to hear that, so I don't want to hear nobody else.
Okay. All right. I'll stop talking about it then.
No, it's like okay, so I'm talking about that all day with a client pretty much, like you need to eat
Okay.
this, you need to do
Really?
this and this. So to go from that to pick up a
Dang.
mic and then talk about it again, like
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. I want to talk about cheating and
Yeah, let me talk about something fun.
yeah. Talk
Not
about
that cheating is
and
fun. Cheating is not
and
fun, guys.
and men are trash and all that good stuff. Huh?
Well, men are not trash. Men are not trash.
Just some of them, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
If you're a politician and you're a male, then you're trash.
Listen, no comment. You said that.
Yeah. No, but that's funny. Well, can you tell me what was the story behind if he has an Android? I'm already irritated.
So, so that's funny. So like there's a song by he's not a well-known rapper. I think his name is One Take J, and he has a song called I'm Irritated. And so pretty much in that song, he just talks about things that irritates him. And I'm a irritable person. Like
Oh.
it's easy to irritate me, but I don't freak out, but I'm easily irritated. So I'm like, this is my theme song. I'm irritated. So I was like, you know what? Let me make a funny quote of something that irritates me. And what came to mind, one of the first things that came to mind is if he has an Android, I'm irritated because you got that green bubble. Like, like why do you even have that? Like, what decision in life made you decide to get an Android and text me? So like when a guy has an Android, I already know we probably not gonna get along. I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
But I'm being funny. But yeah, I don't like that. I prefer a man to have a Apple. Like, let's work this out seamlessly.
What if he has an old Apple? Are you
I
still irritated?
listen. I'll take an old Apple over the newest Android device any day.
Okay. Ooh, shots
That's
fired.
how deep it is.
Okay.
I brought the smoke.
You got it. I'm glad you did.
Pretty much. So like, and I'm not the only woman that feels that way, guys. So
Yeah.
take notes. If you have an Android, please go and upgrade, turn it in. I don't care if you have the newest, latest model. You still need to turn that in, upgrade to an Apple, sir. We over that. Mm-hmm.
We're
not doing that anymore.
Who's we? Who's we?
Us, the girls, the Apple iPhone user girls, we're over that. And I really like, you know what? Now, this is not mandatory, but I do like when my man can turn his read receipts on. It just makes me feel special that I just know that he's read my message and I should be getting a response shortly.
Okay. Well, I wonder what the psychology is behind that, like between being able to know when somebody has read your message versus just not
That's
reading it.
that's an interesting question, and I can only speak for myself. And like one, I'm nosy, so like me just being nosy, I want to know. Like, okay, he got the message. Okay, cool. And then that also gives me the time span of how long it took him from he read that to respond back. So like, I'm just saying, and I'm gonna be quiet. That's all I got for that.
Wow. You're timing. Okay, I sent it at this time.
I'm
No.
not timing it, but I'm like, I'm not
It's
timing it, but I mean,
7:37 right now, so he shouldn't be doing anything. He's already home. So he should be doing nothing and just waiting for my text
he
message.
should be responding back. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
hard.
It's not hard. Well, that's what no, it really isn't. And even with like on a relationship standpoint, and then even on like a client based like if you're working with people, That that really, since we're talking about stuff that are very irritating, that's very irritating to me when I
Yeah.
email somebody and they don't email me back. You know?
Oh, yeah. That's because you about you know you handling your business. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I understand. I definitely
Yeah.
understand.
Would
Yeah,
it
that's pretty irritating.
would it be the same for I brought this up a couple of episodes before, but I want to get your opinion on ghosting in like a social media
Ooh.
standpoint.
Okay.
What do you think?
What do I think ghosting is, or how do I feel
Like
about it?
yeah,
Or?
I should reframe this question. Say you try to talk to somebody
Mhm.
on Instagram, just being friends, not even trying to hook up or anything, but actually trying to start a conversation with them. They read it and then boom, nothing.
Mm. Okay. Well,
Say if a
that's never
random
happened to
guy,
me before.
oh really? Like
Yeah,
what?
I
Were
mean,
you on the
cause
receiving end or?
well, I'm usually the receiver, so
Yeah.
and I think I'm pretty nice about it. Even if I don't like the guy, I'd still respond. Like I don't really leave anybody on red unless they just being okay. So this is how you'll get left on red with me because I think I'm actually a sweetheart. Slide in my DMs with one word like sup, hi, what's up, like
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore you because you haven't even I'm not even worth a full sentence. Okay, so I'm not responding to you. You will get left on red. Not only that, I'll probably just delete your whole thread and delete you as a follower too.
You're
uh
gone. The
yeah,
whole thing, the
no,
whole lot. Get rid of them.
no, yes. Either that or if someone is rude or pushy in the first message, then I probably won't respond because I'm not about I don't want to release any negative energy that I don't have to. So I just won't respond to them. But other than that, if you slide in my DM and you are, you come correct, you're nice. Even if I'm not into you, I'll let you down as nice as possible. So I don't really like leave that many people on red unless they need to. But ghosting, so this is something that I actually didn't get a chance to cover on my podcast, but I did cover on someone else's podcast. And I think we are using the word ghosted does not apply in every scenario, right? So like say for example, I'm having a conversation with a guy, maybe for like a couple weeks. We just kind of going back and forth on Instagram, just talking, like, kind of getting to know each other. And then he stops responding to me randomly out of nowhere, and I don't hear from him for like a week, and I never hear from him again, right? Women will say they were ghosted, but I don't feel like that's ghosted because we were only talking on Instagram. He didn't even have my number, and we didn't establish anything. We were just having a conversation. So I don't consider that ghosting, but there's women who will consider that ghosting. Now for me, you gotta at least have my number, be texting me, FaceTiming me, and then just disappear off the face of the planet and just don't answer any text or respond back or say anything else to me. That's ghosted. But then
have you been ghosted before?
I have been ghosted before. And I was glad that I was ghosted actually, because I was dating this guy. Story time, right? Quick little story time. But I was dating this guy, and I was dating him for about a month. He was actually like he was like a D-list actor actually.
Okay.
And so,
I didn't know they had D-list.
What would they have? An F list? I mean, he's definitely not an A or a B. So, I mean, he an actor. Some people might know him, some people may not, right?
Okay.
So we dated for about a month or whatever, and we would have very good communication. So we would talk like in the morning when he got up, in between his meetings, or like he was acting or whatever. We would talk between them, and we went on a couple dates, and then after the third or fourth date, I was like turned off from him. So I was like, ugh, I don't know if I'm be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. He was an older man too, not that much older, but old enough.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what it was about that day. After that date, but after that date, oh, I do know what it was. Give y'all some juice. So he pretty much thought he was, he was gonna get some of Kendra's coffee.
Oh, okay.
He thought, he thought he was
Yeah.
gonna put some cream in my coffee.
Oh my
But
God.
that
Yeah.
wasn't, like I wasn't there.
Mhm.
Like I said, he was decent or whatever, but I think that's exactly, I remember now, that's what turned me off. So I was like, yeah, it's a wrap for him. But I didn't tell him that. And I think after that night, he realized that it wasn't gonna happen for him too. And so the next day, I didn't hear from him, and then so on and so forth. I never
Yeah.
heard from him again. So I
You
was
heard him.
definitely ghosted, but he hurt himself. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
told
He-
you.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
He played himself.
You played yourself. You played yourself. And if you would have continued on the path he was on, he probably would have got some coffee. But he couldn't resist.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Was it that he was overconfident
I think
and
so.
everything, or he already know? He was like, oh, Kendra, oh, okay, I already got this.
So here's the deal. I don't think he knew I knew he was a low budget actor. So I think he wanted to like play the regular guy card, because I treated him like a regular guy anyway. He was, like I said, if I say his name, you won't know who he is. So he's nothing to be worried about. So I treated him like a regular guy, but I think he thought his game was so smooth that, he was just going to finesse the draws right off of me, and it didn't happen for him, because I ain't going to lie, this man was smooth with his words. He was like, Kendra, I just, I never felt like this before, and, you just make me feel so, like, I can't even explain it, and it's so soon, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's cool. You still not getting
Damn. So he even came back and was trying.
No, that's pretty much the gist of how our dating was.
Oh.
Like, he was acting like he was just falling for me, like just falling for the stars, and I was just letting him, I wasn't playing into it. Like, I was trying to be fair and say, I don't know if he's serious or if he's trying to play me. So I would I would go along with it, but I didn't believe it personally. So
Yeah.
I think by week 4, he thought he had gamed me up enough to, win, but he lost.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So ghosting worked in your favor.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
because it saved me from having that uncomfortable conversation, which I'm the queen of uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
So it saved me from that, and I was like, okay, bet I'm definitely not gonna hit him up just to say, hey,
Yeah.
I don't want to, So yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I love. I don't love. Hard. What do we say? What did you call them? Uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable conversation?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I heard a quote like a long time ago about I guess the key in life is to always go for like uncomfortable conversations, because normally most people they kind of like they refuse them, and if something is uncomfortable, they don't want to address it.
But
Yeah.
that's how we grow, right?
Yeah.
You don't grow when everything is easy and comfortable for you.
Yeah. I like the vibe that you guys were. You and I don't want to butcher her name, but it was Carla. Is that her name?
Yes,
Yeah.
Carla.
I was getting vibes from watching your guys' live stream. That was really cool.
Thank you. Was that on Thursday, the Grown Man Logic?
Was it on Thursday? I don't know.
Was it at night?
No, it was. Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Grown Man Logic. Yeah. It was with the 2 other gentlemen. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Thank
was
you.
cool.
Thank you.
I know. You seen me right there in the comments.
Yeah, we
Putting in
saw
my
you.
2 cents.
Yes, we appreciate you. The
Well, yeah. Well,
engagement.
Carla was spitting some fire. I was like, hey,
She
yeah.
always. That's my girl.
Yeah, she made a comment on something that I posted in my story, and then we were talking for a little bit, and then I told her that I was gonna have you on the show, and she was all excited about that, and I told her that maybe I can have you and Carla also on in the near future. I think that
Ooh,
would be fun too.
that
That would
would
be
be
really cool.
dope. That would be
Yeah.
dope. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I love doing these things, talking to podcasters or activists and speakers and whatever. I mean,
I do
if you have
too.
something to say, do it, you know?
Yeah, I do too. That would be dope. Carla is she's so opposite me in a lot of ways, but we're so similar in a lot of ways
Mhm.
too. So I think that's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing I love about podcasting is like I get to meet so many people from so many walks of the world and the states, and like I'm able to like network seamlessly almost. So that's one of
Yeah.
my favorite things about podcasting actually.
Yeah, it's networking
Mm.
is the coolest thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
especially like everybody has their own platform that they're doing. So it's not all the same, but kind of the same, you know what I mean? Everybody has that one goal. And that's
Yeah.
to, raise the bar and to put out their content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Like I've had a couple of activists on my show too, to talk about factory farming and plant-based diets and all that good stuff. That one was really fun. It was kind of out of left field of what I was normally doing with my guests, but that was pretty fun too.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't keep with one person coming on, you know what I mean? Like I like to mix it up.
That's the same. I'm the same. I don't like to. Can
I
you
like
hear
to
me?
mix it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Same. So like especially like since I feel like I don't want to get trapped into
Yeah.
having one circle of podcasters that I work with.
Mhm.
So I'm constantly trying to,
Yeah.
meet new people and have more reach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately you guys are both like what we're doing like right now. Like obviously like I'm going to blast your stuff because you're going to be on my show. So of course I'm going to want you to build your platform. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's what I think when I have like all the other guys that I've met, or women that I've met
Mhm.
on the podcast, on the
Mhm.
on the network too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
works both ways.
It does. It's a win for both of us.
I think so. Do you usually do live streams on Instagram?
I do. I just
Yeah.
started. I'm about a month and a half in now. I'm live every Saturday. Um,
Oh, cool.
so here's the secret. I kind
Yeah.
of like my lives a little bit more than I like podcasting for whatever
Really?
reason.
Well, because I think it's you get there's a different, I guess, high from doing it. I think.
I think so too. I definitely think so. I enjoy being able to like interact with the audience
Hmm.
while the conversation is happening versus when it's just us doing the podcast. It's us. We
Yeah.
stick into the flow and that's it. So and then um with the live the live actually introduces me to even more people. So
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah. I went live for the first time like a few weeks ago with a friend of mine, Tamara.
I
She's
think I saw that.
Yeah, that was the first time that I was on that thing, and I recorded the whole conversation, and I haven't put it out yet on any platforms, but I might do that maybe in the future.
You should.
It was really fun. It was really cool. Yeah, I like how you get to interact with people
Yeah, and
on there.
sometimes those impromptu conversations are some of the best ones. I mean, I'm a live hopper, so like I hop on anybody's live. If I'm free, I'll hop on for a second.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's people I never even spoke to, like on live, but I'll just hop on. If I have something to say about it, I'm like, hey, I'll hop on. Let me, let me in.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, I kind of I made a mistake, and instead of on the recording button on my system, I put streaming. So this might be streaming live on YouTube.
Okay, well that's exciting.
I just looked at the my controls, and it says I'm streaming, so that was a mistake.
Hey, I'm here for it. I stay ready, so that's why
But
I
I
was
guess,
like,
yeah, I
let
guess
me.
we're on.
I was
I
like,
don't
is it
know.
gonna be visual? So
No, 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 no. It only has your audio. But yeah,
Okay.
that was my mistake.
Okay, yeah, no
Yeah.
worries.
So everything's all live and unedited right now. I don't know. I don't even know how many if we have an audience or not. I don't even know.
Well, that's funny, but I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
Well, as long as it saves on YouTube, I think I'll be fine because I need that
Ye-
video.
Yeah, I think you can strip it.
Yeah, I need that video. Well, the audio is recording anyways. But
Okay.
tell me what dating down means. I googled it a little bit. So I
Okay.
googled a little bit, but I want to hear your take on that, and especially listening to your story times. You have a quite of an interesting story. Few of them,
I
which
know.
were really funny, and I thought they were really hilarious. So can you share that with me?
Of course. So dating down is when you either date someone who is below your looks. So let's say for example, I consider myself a 7, and I date a guy who is about, even if it's a 6, he's below me. So
Okay.
or a 4, right? So that's dating down. I think money is different for me, but because I don't look at money like that. But there's women who feel like if they make a certain amount of money and the guy that they are dating is not making that same amount of money or more, that's dating down. Even if they are in a position, regardless of money, like if they are an entrepreneur and the guy is like a plumber, they feel like that's dating down. So that's dating down. So the only couple of times where I've dated down is I've only dated down in the looks department.
Oh, okay.
So
So it
yeah,
wasn't like a economic thing, like
no.
or he had like a weird job or something.
No, these guys actually had decent jobs. They made a decent amount of money.
So it was just
The
looks.
Yeah, it
You
was
were
just
dating
looks.
down in terms of how
Yeah,
the
it was not my
guy looked.
preference. I was not really attracted to their face.
Oh,
And then this
what was it
sounds
then?
so mean. Why did I date them?
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking.
Well, see, that was younger Kendra. So let's
Oh, okay.
clarify that. So younger Kendra,
Oh.
we've been through some things. That's how you
Oh,
learn. That's how
okay.
you grow,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
younger me was silly enough to think, if I date a guy that's unattractive and short, I mean, he's not gonna cheat on me, right? Nobody wants him. Nobody wants him in the first
Oh,
place.
so that was your mentality. You date
That was
a ugly guy,
yeah.
and
It was
he
so.
won't cheat on you. He won't. It would be all about Kendra, right?
Yeah, so it was like, it was like, obviously he could have cheated on me, but my thing was he didn't have many options. So when he cheated, he had to go out of his way. When you date an attractive person, they always have options. Whenever they feel like it, they have options available to them, and unattractive men don't have those options. But if you watch my story time, then like these guys that were unattractive actually cheated on me anyway. So
Whoa.
So that was a learning experience. So then I was like, oh, okay, fine. If I have to get cheated on, I'm gonna get cheated on by a guy I'm attracted to. At least.
Yeah.
So like I
Make it
can't-
worthwhile. Make it worthwhile.
exactly.
At
Exactly.
least.
If I gotta get cheated on, at least it's gonna be by some handsome man that I am really attracted to.
And
You
that
not
happened
gonna
twice?
cheat on me.
You that happened twice. You dated two ugly
Yes.
guys, and the two ugly guys and short, by the way, which you mentioned, cheated on you.
Yes, ladies, y'all hear this? Some short, ugly guys cheated on me twice. Not wait. Not
Uh-huh.
only did he cheat, but he got a girl pregnant.
Ooh.
Like, how do you do that, man? Like,
How you
ultimate
ugly
disrespect.
cheat and no.
right? How you ugly,
No, men are
cheating,
trash.
and just
See?
hitting it
Men are
raw,
trash.
and that's disrespectful,
Ugh.
man. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then the other one, he actually had a baby on the way when he started the relationship with me. So the baby eventually, was born. But
Mhm.
during the time that the baby was born, he had actually got caught cheating with a client.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's a double whammy. So you got a baby on the way I didn't know about, and you cheating on me with a client. Okay. Wait, and you ugly. Okay.
You had to throw that in there, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're short. If I didn't say that, and you're short too.
Okay, and you short. Like it was a learning experience, but at the time I was like, man,
Yeah.
what is going on? Like I can't win, because when you're younger, you don't know better. You like, what am I doing? Like but.
Yeah.
Ladies, I figured out what I was doing. Okay, I was choosing no good guys. That's why I said men are not trash. At that point in
Okay.
my life, I had picked two guys who were trash. But my
Mm.
picker is strong now, and I pick good men. I pick good, decent men, and I actually can't say I've gotten cheated on since then. Actually,
Mhm. Well, you live and
Yeah.
you learn, right?
yeah.
Was it
Yes.
you didn't get cheated on, or was it you stopped dating ugly short guys? Which
You
one
know
was it?
what? You know what? That's something to think about, huh? Maybe the ugly short ones cheat the most because they insecure.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
don't know. I don't know.
Well, hold on. Wait. In defense, because I'm short too. What, was he taller than you? Hold on, guys. Was
Well,
he taller than you?
Y'all, I'm 4'11", okay? It's not hard to be taller than me. They were taller than me. I think one was like 5'5", and the other one was like 5'3", maybe
What?
4. Yeah, I'm getting turned off just thinking about
Were
it.
you looking for dudes at Baby Gap, or what was this? Huh?
Oh my God, no.
You found them looking for platform shoes? I don't know. That's all I could think of. I don't know any other short things.
Oh my God, I'm trying to think how I even met them.
Oh, hold on.
One-
You met them while they're waiting in line to get their pants tailored. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, nah, we good though. That's why now. Yeah, I mean I try to be open, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well, that's good. Well,
unacceptable.
At least you learned from that, right? Like you
Oh,
said, it
definitely.
hasn't happened.
No,
hasn't
like I've
happened.
had some good looking boyfriends that have not cheated on me. So, and tall too.
Yeah.
They
Well,
out here.
What was the excuse? What was the excuse for
Well-
cheating? That always, I like asking that, and I like listening to excuses because some of them can be very humorous, and some of them are like,
They most
okay.
definitely are. Yeah, right. The first little cheater.
Oh, by the way, this is really live. I looked at my phone right now, and yeah, it's live on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first little cheater, he said, he was real honest about it. He was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he cheated on me basically because I wasn't going to sleep with him until like I had been on birth control for a while, and I told him that, and so he was like, okay, bet, and he went to
What?
go cheat on me. he didn't tell me, but when after I caught him and I asked him why he cheated, that's what he told me. He was like, well, you wasn't giving it up, so.
Really?
Uh-huh. And the second little cheater, he said he cheated because he said he thought I was too good to be true.
What? That's got to be
Right.
the lamest excuse ever.
He said I was too good to be true, so he thought, like, and he said in his experience, attractive women always cheat on him, and they cheat. So, like, and the rest of his girlfriends, phew, the girl that was already pregnant while he got into a relationship with me looks like a damn wildebeest. That girl is hideous, and I'm not even adding nothing. I'm not. Listen, if I said she's hideous, you probably would think I was being kind to her. So, in his defense, that's what he believed. I don't know if he dated any attractive women, actually, but this is what he said. From his experience, attractive women cheat, so he just gonna cheat anyway, and that way he won't get hurt. So I was like, okay. That was his excuse.
He started dating down, and then he cheated. How do you date down and cheat? That doesn't make sense.
First of all, that's all men do is date down, and they cheat down. They don't cheat up.
Oh, cheat down.
Yeah,
okay,
like when
I gotta
you
write this term. You're spitting all these terms that I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
putting you
about.
up on
All
game.
right.
Listen,
All right,
so
bring it
guys,
up. Bring me up to speed, Kendra. Bring me.
So guys cheat down, and so what that is like your woman. Let's say your woman is a 9. Okay, when you cheat, you gonna get you like a 6 or a 5, right? And I've asked a couple men this on my show, like, why do y'all always cheat down? Like, if you're gonna cheat, give me a run for my money. Like, let me look at her and be like, damn, okay, all right then, you're not even doing that. So I've asked a couple guys on my podcast, like, why do you guys cheat down? And they say, because it's easy. It's easier to cheat down. The girls lower than their actual woman is easily accessible. So that's why they cheat down. Cheating up is more work.
Yeah, and I'm guessing cheating is already it's excruciating work, right? to even do something like that.
Yeah, you gotta lie. You got to come up with excuses. It's a headache that apparently to them it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those days about 10 years ago in my early 20s. That was me. Like it was.
Oh, you was a cheater?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My girl knows now, like my partner knows now that it's completely changed, and I think it was just my small boy mentality that I had at the time when I was young.
So isn't that true then? What we spoke about earlier is that every man does want to get out the game.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
See,
exactly.
even you was like, you know what? This is childish. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it did. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. At some point, it hits you like, okay. This is what guys tell me anyway. So, at some point, you're like, you know what? I'm over this. Let me get me one girl and chill, You can't run in these streets forever.
And it works with either if you date men or if you date men dating men, or if it's women dating women, because I have a friend of mine that's he dates men, and for him it's the same thing. Like he wants to meet like a guy, and he from his standpoint and his perspective is that a lot of the don't cancel me or anything, but this is what I hear. I'm saying is that he said that a lot of gay men that he dates only have that small men mentality, like they want to go out and cheat, and
that's what I was gonna say. I heard guys. That they're bigger whores than heterosexual men.
Yeah, well, come on, you gotta think
bigger
about
cheaters, right? Yeah.
Think about it, because it's men are men. Men
Yeah.
are we're
Yeah.
thinking about sex
Uh-huh.
24/7. Women think about sex 24/7 also, but it's you guys think of it in a different way. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
There's a different way, but it's all the same playbook. But for men, and when you date men, it's just like it's two freaking horny people. Maybe I don't know.
No,
Like
no, that
it's
like obviously we don't know, but
yeah.
that makes I mean, it makes sense why they would cheat more. I mean, y'all both is, on a whole nother
Yeah.
level of freakness. So
You know,
it only makes sense.
I mean, it could be, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
that's what he says, but yeah, because he was the guy that I asked about ghosting. Like, what happens like when you try to when guys, or women try to talk to you, and
mhm.
he was telling me that he ghosts. Well, he doesn't really ghost people. He doesn't respond to any of the people that hit him up because it's
Mhm.
generally a lot of these guys that just want to mess around and that's it. And frankly,
Mhm.
he's tired of it. He doesn't want that.
Yeah. Whew, I mean, it's rough out here in these streets. I could just imagine if I was a gay guy. I could just imagine.
Yeah, it's a whole new freaking book. I don't know. Like, is it a textbook? It's a whole new. There's a strategy that you have to think about.
Yeah, that is true. But just like we said, he also wants to get out the game. So these are
Yeah,
facts.
facts, definitely. Yeah. What do you got going on in the future with Coffee with Kendra? What are you working on now? You said that you're just closing out your first season. Are you gearing up for season 2? And what is that
Man,
going to look like?
man, great question. I am halfway through season 1.
Okay.
And so when that's finished, I like to stay ready. So before it ends, I'll probably pre-record at least 5 episodes to have them
Cool.
ready to drop season 2. But after season 1, I definitely want to take a little break. Definitely. Not just from recording. Recording is the easy part. Just editing and
Mhm.
creating the promos and
Yeah.
uploading here, uploading there. That's more work. So I want to take a break from that.
Mm.
Definitely. I'll still have the Coffee with Kendra lives every Saturday, but I want to take a break from that. Not a super long break, maybe like 4 weeks or so. Give
Oh,
me some
okay.
time to rev up and prepare for season 2. Season 2 will be a little different. Season 2 will be more personal. You will actually get to know Kendra a lot more in depth. I think season 1 was fun, so you got to see that silly side of me. I mean, you're always going to see that silly side of me because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But it was real silly. It was real surface level conversations. The fun woman woman to man, the banter of the battle of the sexes type of thing, that was
Yeah.
fun. But season 2 will be a little deeper.
Okay.
And still fun though. Still
I could
fun
dig that.
because I bring the fun, I think.
You have to.
Mhm. Mhm.
Who's your
Yeah.
biggest hero right now at this very moment? Men or
um
women? Or it could be like maybe a documentary that you've watched recently that's inspired you. I guess what I'm asking is like, what's your inspiration at this moment in time?
Man, my kids. So I have a son. I have a 13-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter. So
Oh, okay.
that's my biggest inspiration. So when you said that, I was gonna ask, like, can I say 2 people?
Yeah. No, go
But
ahead.
definitely them, because I'm always, with every move that I make, I always want to make sure I'm setting an example for them. I want to I want to be a mom that they are proud of, a mom that they can look up to, a mom that they can feel comfortable enough to come to as an adult. Um, I don't know. I think every day is just is they inspire me to be better. Like, like I can't just sit in contentment and not work towards my dreams and aspirations in life. So that's definitely always going to be my inspiration, because I think at the end of the day, as a parent, the last thing you want to do is just let your kids down in any way.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, those are my
Well,
inspirations.
well, I mean, if you think about it, like when you're a child, like you always look up to your parents no matter what.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think not to downplay of what you said, but
Mhm.
I what I'm saying is that no matter what your parent does, you're always gonna love them no matter what. In a sense. But as a parent, you want to show them that you love them and that you care for them and you're setting the example for them.
That's it right there. That example that you, because you're right. You are gonna love your parent and you are gonna look up to them. And if you are not if you're not the best role model, then that's what you're showing them, that you're not the best role model. And there, sometimes we mock up after our parents, even if we don't want to. We grow up and be like them.
Yeah.
So just holding myself accountable to be the best version of myself every day, and that's in all walks of life. That's like, that's me taking care of my body. That's me, feeding myself good, healthy food so that I can
Mhm.
be healthy. So if that's me working towards my dreams, I want them to see that, so that they have a good um, presentation of a role model. Like, I want to be the
Yeah.
best role model for them that I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I dig that. That's cool.
Mhm.
Kendra, this was freaking awesome. I You're a great guest, and I love to have you on again, especially if we nail down a date with Carla. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, send me some dates like you did last time, and I'll get with Carla. I have Carla's number, so I can
Yeah,
easily get back with her and see what works. I'm sure we can figure something out. But
yeah,
yes,
that'd be cool. And yeah, like you're saying that you guys are, I guess, similar but different, right?
we are. We
Yeah, I
are.
want to see that. I want to see that in action.
Yeah, I think you will. I think you got a taste of it the other night.
That was really cool. Yeah, and what stood out to me was Carla's I guess I don't know, like we were talking about like quotes or something like that.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
books started coming up and I was naming all these books and all these different authors and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big bookworm. Yeah. I have tons of books that I haven't read yet. That I have, like, I'm ordering books now and I'm just like, dude, you need to stop. You have a
Me and you
list right there.
both. Me and you both. I got about 8 of them sitting right here.
What are you reading right now, or what are you looking forward to getting into so far?
The latest book is actually by the guy that you seen us do that live with, Dewan O'Neill.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I was gonna ask about
yeah, so I'm
that
currently
one.
reading that. I'm reading it way slower than it makes sense to read, but I am reading it.
What
It's
is it
not even
called?
that long. It's called Dear Dominic, and Dominic is his son. That's an excellent book. It's actually, I think it's 22 letters to his son, and he told me that he would give that to his son at his teenage years. So I'm actually reading that. I plan on reading it, and if I think that it works, I'm going to give it to my son to read.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm working on that, and then after that, I have this
Oh, look at they have it
Amazon.
on Amazon. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Mhm. Yeah. So then after I read that, I will I have another book that I'm working on. I think it's called Wife Upstairs that I've had since January or February, and it's a shame that it has not been touched. So those are the two I'm working on. I have to get into the habit of reading before bed or in the morning or something. Like I have to create
Get a
that
routine
routine
going.
because
Yeah.
that's the only way I read. That's
Yeah.
the only way.
No, same here. I think I kind of like stopped doing that, but reading before bed has always helped me get in like a really good
Get
mental state
sleepy. Yeah.
before going
Yeah.
to sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna try before. I'm gonna try after I wake up. And you've motivated me, so I'm gonna try when I wake up when I'm having my coffee, because what I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
when I have my coffee is I'm going through my Instagram responding back to people,
Mhm.
and that can wait. If I can give myself 15 to 30 minutes just to read and just kind of clear my
Yeah.
head before turning on social media, I think that will work. But before bed, for some reason, I gotta have my TV on. And lately it's Kevin Samuels before I go to bed.
Who's that?
You don't know who Kevin Samuels is? Oh my God. Okay.
Unsheltered.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm gonna put you on some more game, okay?
All right.
So I don't know if you heard about this one video of this girl, and Kevin Samuels has her rate herself, and she rates herself I think a 4, and Kevin Samuels agreed that she was a 4. He said something like she's a 4 at best, and it went viral because people were upset that he said the girl was a 4, but the girl said she was a 4 too, so it wasn't even a big deal. But pretty much, Kevin Samuels gives. I don't even know how to describe this man.
I'm looking at his Instagram right now.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels. He's an image consultant and influencer lifestyle coach.
There you go. He started out talking to men, trying to get men to be better and to be bigger earners. And then the first 3 years, and then I think last year is when he started giving advice to women on how to, I guess, be marriageable women. I don't know, but I watch him for not just for information, but I find him very entertaining, and I have a weird sense of humor, so I'll just put that out there in case any of your listeners are like, he's not funny. Like, I have a weird sense of humor. Just letting you know that now. The stuff I think is funny, other people may not think it's funny.
Well, at least it's that and not something that's totally left field or something.
No.
Cool.
No.
That's cool. I listen to old comedy before I go to sleep, which is pretty bad because usually I just stay up an extra 2 hours to finish the special.
Yeah, I don't think
on whatever it is. Yeah.
No.
even if I have like a nighttime edible or something, I'm just like watching the stupid comedy thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Kendra, this was sweet having you on. Go ahead and take some time and tell everybody where we can find Coffee with Kendra. And there you go. Go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you taking the time out to reach out to me. I think I'm easy to talk to, because I always tell people, just slide in my DMs. Like, if you want me on your show, just slide in my DMs. Like,
You have really funny stories. That's what caught me, was the way you tell stories, because it's not only a story, but there's also a lesson and what you learned behind the story and what you're doing to
thank you,
to better that. You know what I mean? You're sharing it. You're sharing. I mean, I don't want to be harsh, but you're sharing some failures that you've done.
Pretty much. Yes. No, that's exactly what I'm doing. I definitely make light of it. Because it's funny. Like, I think you should be able to laugh at the stuff that you did, in your younger days. We're not perfect. So like when I share those stories so that people know when I'm talking from a place of experience, and I'm not just saying like what sounds good. Like, I'm saying things that I've experienced and I've learned along the way. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for doing
No
your
worries.
research too. Some people just bring me on. I mean, I'm happy if you bring me on anyway, but it's always
Yeah.
exciting when people have actually sat down and like listened to some of my
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, like I said in the message, like I've been following you for a while, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send her a message and see what happens. Normally it's a yes out of yes, or other people, even podcasters ghost me. It's weird. Like or
They
other
do.
people, they don't, we'll set on a date, right? And like I'm like, okay, like I'm confirming, and then boom,
hmm
gone. That only happened like once or twice,
Well,
but
it's
it's
happened. It's
fine.
happened to me too. People have
Yeah, it's
set up,
fine.
but don't feel you're not alone. Okay, so
Oh,
it
okay.
happens to the
Oh,
best
thank
of
you.
us.
Thank you. I thought it was because I was short and ugly. So
No, that's not
no, go ahead.
why.
So you have some time, so
But
let's
yeah. So
where can we find it?
you guys can find my podcast available on all streaming platforms, including a visual on YouTube. I don't know. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but before I started podcasting, I wasn't even a podcast person. Like I didn't listen to podcasts. So when I started, I was like, I gotta get a visual up because I prefer to watch one myself. So I have that visual up on YouTube. I drop a new podcast every Friday. I am live on Instagram Live every Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4:30 Central Time. If you would like me to be a guest on your podcast or your platform, and you can either slide in my DMs. I'm very friendly, right? Right?
Yeah.
I'm very
Sorry, I was
friendly.
trying to get this. I was trying to get your.
I
That
know.
didn't sound good. I was trying to get your Instagram up on the screen.
Yeah,
So it's there. Your
yeah, so
handle. I'm sorry. Yeah, you
nope.
are very, very easy to talk to and to hold a conversation with. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so don't be afraid to slide in my DMs and ask me, or you can just you can also email me at you can email me at coffeewithkendra@gmail.com. Or if you would like to be a guest on one of my up and coming Instagram lives on Saturday, I'm constantly looking for new faces and new personalities. Same thing, slide in my DM. I'm on Instagram only. There's no other social media that I'm using at this point. So it's Coffee with Kendra, everything spelled correctly. And yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. I appreciate
Sweet.
you.
No worries. And of course, I'm going to put your your link tree, your YouTube, all your handles in the show notes. So if you guys enjoyed this special edition of Mind Buzz, you can go to the show notes, or if you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and click the link for Coffee with Kendra. And
Woohoo!
Kendra, thank you so much for
Thank
being a part
you.
of this. This was fun. It was cool.
It was one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. This is my 34th favorite.
I had to.
Yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate I was excited to be here, and thank you again.
The Mind Buzz Podcast.
Keep talking until I can't believe this thing is streaming. Oh my gosh. Why would they put the streaming button right next to the recording button?